Remember, remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason and plot. I know of no reason for the gunpowder treason should ever be forgot. Hello everyone, that was probably my best Hugo Weaving impression I've done in a long time, because today is the 5th of November. If any of you history nerds know what that is the day in, I believe, 1605, a guy by the name of Guy Fawkes tried to blow up Parliament, well, the British Parliament to be exact. Or if any of you have seen the very amazing, and probably one of my top 20 favorite films of all time, V for Vendetta, which of course stars Hugo Weaving, Natalie Portman. It has the actor who plays Lestrade in Sherlock. It has a whole bunch of wonderful, beautiful British actors. Stephen Fry's in it. So yeah, definitely go see it if you are of age. It is rated R, mainly because of language and of course for violence as well. There's some graphic images in it. Not overly graphic, but more just lots of blood and shooting at some parts. And a very wonderful scene that probably uses almost every V word ever used in existence out of the dictionary in one stanza. Something like that. So yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that until I looked on Facebook today. So yeah, another reference to Guy Fawkes is those white masks that have the very pointy black goatee and straight mustache lines. Yeah, so it looked like an opera mask or something with mustache and the goatee. So you may have known Guy Fawkes from that instead. So yeah, sorry it's been a few days that I haven't vlogged, but yeah, nothing really going on in my life besides schoolwork, and yeah, it's been pretty boring and lackadaisical at that, so I've just been going from one day to the next. So today though should be fairly interesting because it is Thursday and we will of course go to the library, and tonight I am seeing The Man from U.N.C.L.E. at the IMU, since how it's not showing tomorrow night on a Friday. I'm not sure why it's not, but it just isn't. So I'm seeing that tonight, and it's not evident tomorrow I'm making a very... Oh, somebody did something wrong with their vehicle. I'm making a very conscious effort to go to Walmart because my bangs are so long I could eat them if I want, which is disgustingly long. But I'd been avoiding getting one only because, number one, I wanted to get a haircut at home during Thanksgiving, which I don't think is going to happen. And the fact that last time I was at Walmart and got my haircut, they didn't focus on my bangs, which is what I told them to. So yeah, I hope by going on different Friday that I can either get somebody else possibly, or I may try and go to the other Walmart and see if they can't do a better job. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in and tell them, cut the bangs first, have them prioritize that and get them the way I want them, and then tell them to take a little bit off the back. So yeah, we'll see how that all works out. Yep. Otherwise there is a video going up on YouTube today in honor of my great friends Zach and Brooke, who are coming out next week to see me. So you should definitely go and check that out. Although when this goes up, it will have been yesterday. So go check it out anyways. It's already up. Woo! It's been a video that's had a long time coming. In fact, to be exact, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's been 5 years of the coming this video, which, if that says anything, the video quality on it is very poor and our voices sound very pubescent, in the fact that it doesn't sound as deep sounding and everything, especially my friend Zach. I don't know why, but we had an iPod Touch 4th gen, so basically the first iPod Touch with the dual facing cameras. Yeah, quality isn't the best, nor is the sound, but I thought I cranked it up quite a bit. Basically, when I first tried to put it into my editing system, it had everything at technically a 1 volume for it, and you could barely hear it, and I jacked all the settings up. So what I did was input it into a more high intense setting, and I jacked the volume up. Sorry, I'm trying to cross the street. Jacked the volume up to a 7 and then put it into Movie Maker. So sorry. Trying to cross the street where there isn't a clear sidewalk and there's no stop sign makes it a little tricky to do. So yeah, go check out that video, it's awesome. And then while you're at it, after you're done with that, go check out Zach and Brooke and comment on how terrible my hair looks at the moment. Even though, depending on when you're watching this, I've already gotten my hair cut, because this weekend, get that finger out of the way. We don't want a finger in here covering up the camera. And to be truthfully honest, I am so amazed that my camera has been able to stand up for so long with the screen being cracked, and the fact that there's like almost a crack running straight through the camera. I'm really amazed at the fact that it doesn't show up in the video at all. So yeah, go check out Brooke and Zach's channels as well. And then yeah, this weekend I'm doing at least a 3-day in a row vlog session of Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, because Thursday, well, you know, it's library day, and I always do a vlog on library day. Although when I say library day, I feel like I'm back in elementary school again, so there was like only 1 or 2 days doing, like, we had a 6-day schooling week. Not that we went for 6 days, but I went a 6-day progression. So Monday would be 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next Monday would be 6. And on whatever day it was, like all evens we had gym, and all the odds we had music, and then 2 and 4 we had library, and 6 we had art. It was sort of complicated like that, but yeah, saying library day now, it feels like I'm back in elementary school like my sister, to where I only go 1 day a week or so. Which anyway is nice and everything. And I actually found out something amazing yesterday during classes, the fact that the Iowa City Public Library is open on Sunday. Granted, reduced hours, but I was like, whoa, 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 that's amazing. Only because the library I work at in U.N.C.L.E. and Sioux, they aren't open on Sunday, which makes sense in some reasons, and yeah, I don't really know why I would be wrong in some reasons as well, but you never know. So yeah, oh, my hair is just grossly long. Ugh. So yeah, I guess that is it for now. And then tomorrow, yeah, of course I'm going to try and go to Walmart, so you guys can see the terror of what that may be. Hopefully it's not raining again, otherwise that'd be terrible. Yeah, I'm surprised. I think it was because I didn't vlog at all, but this past Tuesday it didn't rain at all, which was amazing. And the fact that, yeah, right now I'm wearing my coat and everything, but yeah, by the time I'm vlogging at the library I may be in shorts, just because, yeah, a week ago it was too cold. It was almost cold enough to snow in the morning, and then it was just warm enough in the afternoon that, yeah, I was still wearing my scarf. It was like 50 something, and right now it's like 60 at like 9, like quarter to 10 right now. So it's ridiculous. And then Saturday, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's going to be a very super special day. And if any of you know what today is, the 6th, when you're watching this, when this goes up, even though I'm filming on the 5th, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that. You will know why the next day is going to be a special day. So I will leave you guessing and see you at the library right now. Alright, so just got out of the library, and I hope this won't take too terribly long. It's very cloudy out, and it's very slowly starting to sprinkle, so yeah, I'm gonna get going a little bit that way. I don't end up getting drenched at some point, even though there wasn't supposed to be rain today, I believe, or at least not until later tonight. That is the weird thing though, it is so dark for being only 4 o'clock. But the fact is like yesterday, the sun had set by like 5 o'clock, which is ridiculous when you think about it. Especially just for November at the moment. We're not even into December yet. To who knows, the sun could be setting at like 3, which would just be ridiculous if you ask me. But I will show you my haul. I do want to give a shout out to Jake Blankers for suggesting Sleeping at Last. Unfortunately, the library here does not have any of them, so I'm going to have to look them up online, but I will listen to them nevertheless. I will find a way. Which, while we're speaking of music, I will show you what I picked up, in which I got this selection of Pentatonics Volume 2, The Very Best of Electric Light Orchestra, or as some of you 80 people may know it better, ELO, which I mainly got because of the hit song Don't Bring Me Down, which has been stuck in my head all damn day. And then of course Sam Smith in The Lonely Hour, because if you don't know already, Sam Smith is the wonderful man who is doing the theme to Spectre, which I will hopefully be seeing this weekend. So that's the reason why I got that. In the way of movies, I got Rain Man, Too Long Through, Things for Everything, Julie Newmar, which is a very old movie starring Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo. That is just one of those weird movies that I thought, you know what, I need something very humorous. And then Secret Window, starring Johnny Depp. I've heard wonderful things about it, and I haven't seen a Johnny Depp film in ages. And then of course books. I did bring Maximum Ride Forever back just because I wasn't really feeling it anymore to reading it, and I'm still not done with 5th Wave, only halfway through it. I got carried away the other night by watching a show, so that should be done by next week. Otherwise, I got Attack on Titan Volume 16, so that is the newest one, and then Akame ga Kill Volume 1, 2, and 3. And I had started watching Akame ga Kill while I was sick this past spring. It was one my brother recommended to me, and I instantly fell in love with it, even though it's only supposed to be a very short 1-season thing. He says with not that many episodes. Oh, like 5 or 7 episodes I saw of it were just amazing, and I absolutely loved it. But of course, with any manga or anime that I suggest, always double check the ratings on it and double check the parent's guide or whatever before you go watching it. That way you're not watching something inappropriate or something that you wouldn't be comfortable with, because I wouldn't advise that, of course. And so yeah, otherwise always remember, you can always give me suggestions. I will always take them into consideration, in which I will most likely, most of the time, go and check to see if this library has it. That way I can peruse them, whether it's music, movies, or yeah, whatever. This bench is very squeaky. There's a couple loose panels on it. So yeah, that's the library haul for today. Oh, it's something stuck in my throat. So yeah, I'm just gonna head back to the room and settle down until dinner, and then later tonight on the way to and from watching The Man from U.N.C.L.E. at the IMU, and it is starting to mist now, so I'm going to stop the recording, put a jacket on, and hustle back to the dorm room to hopefully miss the majority of the rain, or you know, just jump into buildings at last seconds. Who knows? So I turned out to be very lucky after all, especially even now after coming out of Man from U.N.C.L.E. It is very wet outside. So I have luckily been out the entire day today and have not been rained on once. Not even earlier at the library. Basically, I went over to the comic book store to see if they had anything special, because it's the 5th of November. I didn't know if they had some special V for Vendetta comic or something out, but then they didn't. But I decided to stop in, and when I came out, boom. Everything was fine. No rain, no nothing. So yeah, so just finished the movie, and oh, I absolutely loved it. It's everything that a 60s spy movie would be like. Well, spy movie set in the 60s. A 60s spy movie done in modern time is what I'm basically trying to say. So, yeah, Oh, so amazing. Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer. Oh, wonderful actors. I mean, still haven't seen Man of Steel, but oh, one of the major Henry Cavill movies I've seen. Oh, really, really good. And let's see, Armie Hammer, he was in Lone Ranger, which I didn't like at all, just because of many reasons, but yeah, they did very well. And of course the cameos of Hugh Grant and like Jared Harris as sort of their higher ups was very nice as well. I'm not very familiar with the female actors in it. They just aren't very as much well known, or I just haven't seen the movies that they're in very much. So yeah, very good. I mean, really keeping on track with the whole 60s theme. I mean, the music was beautiful. I'm gonna have to try and find the soundtrack for that. The idea of keeping with the era and the gadgets they used were pretty era appropriate. I mean, just sort of like they weren't too high tech or too far into the future. There was that edge of the possibility of them, but still the idea of them being more higher tech than what normal everyday appliance slash gadgets, whatever you would find in a normal home, would be at the time. Of course, the clothing was appropriate and very, very wonderful. Something I found out a couple, it was about a month or two ago. I actually found out when it was David Malcolm's birthday, who, if you don't know, he is the guy who plays Ducky in the NCIS, or Dr. Mallard, in the show NCIS on whatever channel it is, USA? Yeah. And he actually played the original Ilya Kuryakin, who is the Russian spy, in the original TV series, The Man from U.N.C.L.E, back in the 60s, was it? It's like the 60s or the 70s when the TV show came out, and that ran for many seasons and whatnot. And so, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I just happened across it by happenstance. So, yeah. Oh, it's so good. I just love the action, and it's one of those movies that, even though it might hurt your ears afterwards, it's one of those movies that you actually want to play really loud, just because you feel so much more engrossed in it, and the sounds, the explosions, and the music especially just sounds so much better, louder, versus like a regular, like, this isn't a movie that if you have like a child or somebody else in the house that's trying to sleep at night, this isn't the movie you want to watch then. This is when you have like an afternoon or a place to yourself and you can sort of just crank it up. So like if you're driving alone in a car. Or was that just me? Oh, every time. For how many times I've gone up this darn hill, especially with just steps, since I've been here, you'd think someone would be a little more acclimated to it, but I guess not. So yeah, so there's score 1 for Spy Movie Weekend. Not that there's any reason, well, there is reason for it, but not that there's any reason to put a name on it. So yes, if it's not very apparent, oh, I'll be out of breath. I have all this phlegm from the cold I just got over getting stuck in my throat. It's disgusting, I know, to sound like, but oh. So yeah, tomorrow is of course Friday. I'll have French class in the morning, and of course I'll be vlogging, and then I'm going to try and get to Walmart as soon as possible tomorrow, so right after I've done breakfast and French homework, that way that's out of the way. I don't need to worry about turning that in late on my computer. I will try and get to Walmart just because I need a haircut. This is, oh, I need a haircut so badly. So yeah, get a haircut, and I think there was something else I needed to look at that I forgot when my parents were out. I can't remember what it was. There's something, and the fact that I just found out that tonight I didn't actually, I don't know what happened to my Fraps video of one of my Lego Batman episodes. It's just gone. It wasn't like it was corrupted or anything. It's just gone. Which sucks because there was at least 50 minutes worth of it. And I'd already taken like the 2 hours to go ahead and encode the first part of the webcam. So taking the webcam, getting rid of the beginning and end bits that don't apply to the video. And then had that be encoded in Movie Maker. Then I had that switched over to AVI, so it's a usable format for a different program. And then I found out then that I didn't actually have the Lego Batman file, which means I have to go back and redo them. Luckily, they were only of 2 more Lantern planets of Saint Walker, blue, and then Indigo 1, obviously Indigo. So I'll obviously have to redo those, hopefully tomorrow night, I believe, once I get back from Walmart and everything. And once Nicholas is gone, I don't want to interrupt him with unnecessarily me gaming just because of the fact that, yeah, my Fraps file of it is just gone. It's not in the folder at all. It skips from one weekend to the Saturday of the next instead of the Friday like it should. So I'm deeply aggravated about that. Just because I sort of like doing everything the first time. It feels like you're playing it for the first time and it feels so much more real and everything. It's not scripted. I don't know what's going on and everything, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. But luckily I did look, and the next two videos for it are fine. I say 2 only because they're going to go into 1, only because one of them, I don't know if it was just the FPS working up on the certain level, if it was just the level itself, but it was lagging and freezing up everywhere. So that's why it's in 2 parts, because I stopped the recording, switched it from 30 to 60 FPS, which probably should have been doing from the beginning. It looked so much smoother. So yeah, I'll have that to do, and then after we record the Minecraft, which I'll be doing this weekend as well, as well as doing new content, because otherwise I have nothing besides vlogs, which I will be doing. So yeah, I'll have a busy day tomorrow, and Saturday will definitely be busy, but I'm not going to say anything about that. All I'm going to say is that tomorrow I'll be, vlogging, doing computer editing stuff, if I can. Of course, getting the haircuts, one of the main priorities. And then, of course, in honor of it being the night that Spectre is coming out, the fact that I can't go see it, I'm going to watch Skyfall and possibly vlog after I watch it, depending on what the hour is. I don't know how I'm going to work stuff out yet. So yeah, so that is where I'm going to leave you all tonight. And yeah, I don't know why it feels so weird trying to end this. I just feel like I usually talk about a movie a lot more. So anyways, I'll see you all next time.